Sydney Academy of Public Speaking.
It is a play-based learning. It's a very creative space of learning. If somebody bullied you, and if you can go and tell your teacher, if somebody is trying to suppress you and you can stand up for yourself.
The word bully itself has become very, very heavy. A lot of times I see there are kids who are pushed behind, that they're not able to open up.
So if you have a cake, let's say you had a sponge cake without any icing, what are the chances that you're going to like it? So your child is a cake and we are the icing on the cake.
Impressive.
Let's give it up for these beautiful students from Sydney Academy of Public Speaking.
Voice aajKal, our medium, your message.
Good day everyone, my name is Navneet Anand from aajKal. Our medium, your message. Mansi Patel, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Navneet ji. Thank you so much.
Sydney Academy of Public Speaking.
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
Well, I can tell you that it's a dream project that I'm working on and it's very, very close to my heart. Sydney Academy of Public Speaking caters to kids age group of 5 to 12. And things that we work on is confidence building. That's my core foundation. Public speaking and grooming. Because I feel that even if you don't go and win a debate competition, that's not my goal. But if you put your hand up in a class and if you can ask a question, if somebody bullied you and if you can go and tell your teacher, if somebody is trying to suppress you and you can stand up for yourself, if there is an activity happening and you participate happily and confidently, I think that's what we are trying to achieve. That is confidence, their foundations, and the way we have designed our curriculum. It's very, very fascinating and we have been receiving great feedback for it. It is a play-based learning. It's a very creative space of learning where it is not like a tuition class. So kids come in and whatever we want to achieve, like let's say storytelling or creative thinking or personality development, I design activities which will suffice that purpose. So for them, it's fun, but they are learning and they can't wait to come back to the class. So I think it's working really well and I can see them smile. So that's what we do at Sydney Academy of Public Speaking.
Sydney Academy of Public Speaking. When was the idea conceived and when was this actually executed?
Actually, you know what? I have to give the credit to my friend. I can't take it all. I was always working. I have a 6-year-old son, right? So I've been working very closely with him on a lot of other things. And you know that I'm into entertainment industry and I do a lot of hosting. So people used to come up to me and say, why don't you teach our kids? But I never took it seriously because I'm like, I'm not a teacher. How can I teach someone? And then one day my friend told me that you should do this. You have that flair, you have that passion, and you've been in business for 20 years. I've also studied drama. I've been in radio professionally. So then I took it seriously and I said, I'm going to sit and design a curriculum. If I can design a curriculum and if I know what I want to convey, then I will see if I can do it or not. So then I designed the curriculum. Then I did a test run of a school holiday workshop in January. And within no time it was sold out. And kids loved it. That gave me confidence to start my academy. So I actually went very slow.
Actor, radio jockey, MC, anchor, whatnot, turned into a teacher. How is this journey?
I think being teacher is the most fulfilling one, I would say, because journey, I'm very grateful to this journey and it will go on. Events will always be part of me. That is who I am. And I think it aligns very well with my academy as well. So journey, I think it's just started. I can't comment. I'm enjoying
I was talking about your journey.
My journey. I feel my journey has also just started. Though it's been 20 years, but I think if you're still enjoying it, then it's just the beginning, I feel. Long way to go. I'll be probably working longer than you.
I look forward to that. I look forward to that. Storytelling. I think, yes, you said it right. Storytelling is the way of getting the confidence boosted in any kid. At times, they feel shy coming in front of the public.
Yeah.
They feel shy of asking a question to the teacher, of them not knowing the answer, but they don't go and ask the teacher just because of the fact they're feeling shy about it.
Yeah.
How does storytelling help?
Storytelling helps a lot with, I'll tell you what it helps with. It helps with spontaneity, it helps with improvisation, it also helps with creative thinking. And actually, I think adults should also practice it because it helps you in your corporate role as well. So the foundation, what we are trying to set, it's not for today, it's for lifetime, and we are teaching them transferable skills. So let's say teacher asked you a question, or there was a debate competition and you got a chit on this spot that, speak about tree for 5 minutes. Then it's all about spontaneity and creative imagination, and we teach them angles like how to think about a certain object. I want my kids to say, to talk on any topic possible, from floor to tree to world economics, because what we teach them is a foundation and like how to think and process the information, which I don't think so anybody works on. So storytelling helps a lot with sharpening their mind.
You just use the word creative thinking.
Yeah.
How do you work on that aspect of life?
I think that is something comes with lot of experience, and that's what I said. Creative thinking, I have to go back to my radio days and give a credit. And I'll give you a small example. Like when we used to talk about any topic and we learned creative thinking when I was back in radio. So if I want to, let's say, talk about Ahmedabad roads, then we'll write Ahmedabad roads, and then we'll think about like 5 different angle that we can approach this situation with. Then we'll come to a conclusion that which angle we would want to approach this situation, and then we will go into the research and analysis. Should I call council? Should I go to the road and talk to audience? Should I make a jingle about it and be have a sarcastic humor on it? Should I go to a person and get an advertisement out of it and run a campaign for a month? So I think it's such a small topic if you think it's just roads, but your imagination, the way you approach your situation, it can be very different to lot of angles. And that's what I have designed the curriculum that way, that we teach them that how to approach this situation and think out of the box. And it could be any situation of your life, your exams, your parents, lying, bullying, girlfriend, anything. That how do you actually approach this? Once you know that, you're good to go.
Bullying. How does a small kid surrounded by bullies, probably he's sitting timid in one corner, how to overcome that fear?
I'm so glad that you used that, you showed that body language, because one of the things we cover is tone and body language as
Okay.
well. We teach them body language. So let's say if somebody said something to me, and let's say, I'll give you a small example. Yesterday this happened in my son's school, okay? One of his friends told him that you can't play with this person, with your other friends. And then I'm like, but they can't tell you what to do. And then he said, but no, mummy, they are nice. They allow me sometimes. So you see, he's only 6 years old. It's such big words. And he doesn't even know the meaning of they are not in authority to allow you. So what I teach them is assertiveness. One way to fight bullying is assertiveness in your tone and in your body language. So you don't have to like scream or fight or push, but if you're very assertive in saying, I do not need your permission, I can ask my mother. I don't think you are my mom. And that's it. And have that straight shoulders, chest out, that body language, and look into their eyes contact, and walk away confidently. Nobody is going to hit you. So that's what we train them, that you should be confident enough. And that's why we focus so much on confidence building and that assertiveness in your language, that you would not be suffering. And once somebody will see you like that, that person will be think twice. That person will think twice that this person will go and tell the teacher. I will be the one embarrassed because I'm trying to put my hands on this person, or he then will think that they will face the repercussions of their actions. That's what we teach them, that your eye contact, your shoulders, your body language is enough to tell someone that do not intimidate me. I'm not going to be intimidated.
You know, when we were kids, we had no concept of bullying, to be honest.
I know, we
Right?
did not, yeah.
But these days, what I see is the word bully itself has become very, very heavy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I see there are kids who are pushed behind, that they're not able to open up and
Correct.
showcase their actual talent
Actual
to the
talent.
public.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel really bad, and I feel that I can wish and hope and help more and more people. And I tell parents also that I'm not here to make him win the debate. I'm here to make your child win in your real life and flourish with lot of confidence, and then whatever they want to achieve. But there's one kid I wouldn't name, comes to my classes, and first day trial class, and he was so happy. After the class, he told me that I changed my school, ma'am, because I was bullied in my school, and he might be having some sort of allergies or something. But kids would call him names. Now he has a medical condition, and I don't have to tell you what medical condition I have, but you still can be confident enough. And if he was groomed in a right way, if you don't give a damn about what people have to think about you, then I think you still achieve what you want to achieve. He had to change schools, he had to go through so much, and he's only 7. Why? So that's what we are trying to focus on, and I hope we achieve everything that we are trying to focus on.
You know, Sydney Academy of Public Speaking.
I know.
You just talked about confidence.
Yeah.
How can we inject a confidence in a small kid?
Few things at home you can do, even if you're not coming to my classes. Affirmations at night. I've been doing that with my son for last 2 years. Pick 5 that you like. He says, I'm kind, I'm confident, I'm brave, I can do everything, I love everyone. So positive affirmations. If you think that your kid has some important day coming, let's say he's going to say a prayer in assembly, something small like that, then you should record yourself on a video and practice. If you see yourself, you will also know that if you're fumbling, if you're saying wrong English, or if there is a grammatical mistake, if your eye contact is all over the place. And the third golden tip is, I say that whenever you're on stage, and let's say if there are like 5 people or 5,000 people, it doesn't matter, you have to pick a cheating spot where you feel that you're looking at the audience, but you're not looking at the audience. You're just like, let's say if I'm facing like this, right? And that's the level where my audience is. Then I look here. So I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking at you, and I'm talking. If that makes you conscious, or you pick one person you want to look at, and you can forget the rest 5,000 people, and you just think that you're talking to that one person. So few things like that.
Because confidence building
Yeah,
is a very, very important exercise.
it's very important.
I think for all parents.
All parents also. Now parents have started
Now,
asking
yes,
me,
this is what I'm saying. For all parents as well.
do you take classes for adults? And I'm like, no.
Because that's where you are nurturing that child
Yeah.
to be what he or she is actually meant to be or wants to be.
Yeah.
But a lot of times there are circumstances, there are factors around it that basically you get pushed back, not being able to come out of your actual talent,
Yeah.
as I earlier said.
Yeah. And I want them to fly high, and you want to be an engineer, you have to, even if you do a corporate job, you still have to give presentations. You still have to, if what you were a boss and you have to build team of 10 people, and you don't know people, you don't have people management skill, and you don't have a eye contact, then what are you going to do? So sooner the better. If you have your foundation right, you can do whatever you want in future.
You were talking about Personality development.
Yeah.
So what do you do in those terms?
So personality development is a very wide term.
Mhm.
Personality is, I think, that the different things that we are trying to do is developing a child's personality to come out the way he or she actually feels. So that's the personality. To having that confidence to be yourself is what we do.
What would be your one message to the parents and the kids? Two messages basically, one for the parents, one for the kids, so that they should consider.
I think I would tell parents that as important as curriculum is, but it is even more important to execute the curriculum. So, if your child is in a school and you think that we have a selective exam coming and their math and English has to be in place, but if your child does not have a right foundation, then I'm not saying there is no point of rest of the things, but if he has the right foundation, then it's only going to enhance. So if you have a cake, let's say you had a sponge cake without any icing, what are the chances that you're going to like it? So your child is a cake and we are the icing on the cake.
Impressive.
And for child, you said message
Yeah.
for a child. I think my message to each and every kid is that fly high and you can do and you should do anything you want.
Like
In
my daughter says, कोशिश करने वाले की हार
Har
नहीं
nahi hoti. Correct. Yeah, so keep trying.
Tone and body language.
Tone, see, as I said, that my foundation is from theatre. I did my diploma in dramatics. So what I teach, and my kids have a great time, I teach a lot of voice modulations and breathing exercises. And I put a lot of fun activity to breathing exercises, from teaching them how does animal breathe and how does that help them, to, as I said, one of the things we teach is like, how different tones work. That when I'm smiling and talking, how does that work? But when I'm assertive in my tone, how does that work? And how do you use this tone at different places?
Wonderful. Where can a child, or rather a parent, can bring the child for these classes?
Currently, we are in 2 locations. We are in Melonba, which is in Marsden Park, and we are in Quakershill.
Okay,
Yeah.
to start with.
To start with, hopefully across Sydney one day, but
What
currently
days do you take the classes on?
I take it on. So term 2 we are adding classes because of public demand. So term 1 we had Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, and for term 2 I'll have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday.
Sydney Academy of Public Speaking. Do get in touch with Mansi Patel to see and check it out. Whatever she is telling is actually being delivered in the classes or not.
You can. One day I'll bring my kids here for the interview, then we'll talk about it.
100%. My name is Navneet Anand, signing out for aajKal, our medium, your message. Mansi ji, thank you so much.
Thank you, Navneet ji, and thank you to all the viewers.
VT Times. Be with the times.